Hello and welcome. It's 4 p.m. India time or 10:30 GMT, and these are live shots coming to you from the venue of the 2018 Commonwealth Summit, which is happening now as we speak in London. You can see Prime Minister Modi walking in to meet his host at the venue of the 2018 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting happening now in London. So there you have it, the handshake with between the two Prime Ministers of India and the UK before the summit gets underway, where all 53 members of the Commonwealth will be represented. So we'll stay on these visuals. So you're watching the continuous coverage here on WION of the 2018 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting happening as we speak in London. And these are live visuals coming to you from the venue of the summit, where leaders from 53 countries are walking in to attend the inaugural of the 2018 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. Right, so we'll stay on these live visuals for the moment, and we'll try to get you the latest from WION's very own Mandy Clark, who is standing by in London in a bit. But for the moment, these are live visuals coming to you from the venue of the 2018 CHOGM, or the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, happening in London. Remember, Prime Minister Modi is among the 53 leaders attending this year's summit, and this is the first time in nearly a decade that an Indian Premier is attending the Commonwealth Summit. The Commonwealth brings together 50-plus countries who were former colonies of the United Kingdom, and the Commonwealth meets regularly at various venues, alternatively in the Commonwealth countries, and this year's summit is happening in London, and this might be the very last summit to be chaired by Queen Elizabeth II before she hands it over to her successor. Remember, Prime Minister Modi is on a two-nation tour. He finished his visit to Sweden before arriving in London, and yesterday he held a public event in London where he interacted with the Indian diaspora and talked about a range of issues of immediate concern to the Indian nationals and the Indian people of Indian origin living in the UK. Right, so while we are watching these visuals once again of Prime Minister Modi walking in to be greeted by his British counterpart Theresa May at the venue of the 2018 Commonwealth Summit happening in London. Remember, Queen Elizabeth II has inaugurated the two-day Commonwealth Summit in London today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the first Indian Prime Minister to attend the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting since 2010. Now, towards a common future is the theme of this year's summit. The meeting comes at a time when the United Kingdom is bracing for the day after Brexit, and there is renewed interest in the Commonwealth as the UK prepares to pull out of the European Union. All right, joining me live from London is my colleague Mandy Clark. Good afternoon, Mandy. Should I say good morning where you are? Take us through what you're seeing as we see the leaders arrive for the inaugural of the 2018 Summit of the Commonwealth.
The importance of this is, as you were saying, about the commonness, about nations who often have a common history of working together. There's going to be a number of bilateral meetings that are happening outside of some of the main meetings. Theresa May has focused on cleaning up the oceans. That is something that she wants to push forward, something that perhaps all the Commonwealth nations can come together with an agreement. But this is all about finding commonality in arrangements that can work together, whether it's trade, if it's business, if it's environmental initiatives. The focus is working together, but also pushing the Commonwealth forward. Of course, it's known for its historical links, but she wants it to be modernized, a member group that can be pushed on into the future with the young seeing their vision, showing what the future of the Commonwealth should hold.
Right, and Mandy, as we watch these visuals coming to us from the venue of the summit, give us a flavor, if you will, of the summit this year happening in London. How much of interest has it generated in the British media to begin with? And how are people responding to London hosting this year's summit?
Well, London hasn't hosted it for a very long time, so it is like a coming home in many ways. Of course, this is likely the Queen's last time as head of the Commonwealth, so it's also very symbolic as well. It's in many ways an end of an era. There's lots of pomp and ceremony. She's opened up her homes to the meetings where it's being held at Buckingham Palace and also tomorrow at Windsor Castle. Which is actually her own residence. She's always had a very special place in her heart for the Commonwealth. She sees it as an integral, and she's always pushed the importance of the Commonwealth working together. So it's a moment in time. It's unlikely that the Queen will ever be able to attend another one. She's really stopped traveling, considering she's 91 years old. There is interest in the British public. They're more interested in what will come of it. They want to know when these meetings happen. Will they, some of these trade and business, that's obviously of great interest, but also those environmental initiatives, will they taken on, and will the members move it forward?
Right. And Mandy, as you mentioned, this will be the last CHOGM summit to be chaired by Queen Elizabeth II. Now, who will she be handing over the baton to? And also the Secretariat, which is currently located in London. Is there any move at all to shift it to another Commonwealth country, possibly India, going forward?
Very possibly. There is. All that is up for debate. It's really up to the members of the Commonwealth to decide who will be the next head of it. The Queen seemed to indicate that she would quite like Prince Charles to take over as the head, but there's no, it's not a hereditary role. It doesn't mean that he automatically gets it. The member states might decide for a different head. As for the Secretariat, that could be, I think that's widely seen as it will go somewhere else, possibly India, just to show that it is a Commonwealth of Nations, that every member is equal, and the importance to spread it across the Commonwealth.
All right, on that note, Mandy Clark in London, thank you so much for joining me with all the latest about the summit happening now in London.